pretty long flight. Do you want anything from the front of the boat?
I'm all good on creatine and small security.
Nothing small about me. What the?
Hey everybody, Austin here. Today we're talking about a brand new movie, Anyone But You.
What are we missing?
Starring Glenn Powell as well as actress Sydney Sweeney. And the plot takes place around their downfall of a relationship. They meet, and after some miscommunication, their relationship just turns to shambles. But a destination wedding brings them back together in Australia to where they have to fake a relationship to trick the wedding guests to fit their own agendas.
There's no way we can convince anyone we actually like each other.
With the amount of rom-coms making a comeback these days, including Jennifer Lawrence's No Hard Feelings, I just feel like it's such a great era to be a part of again. I have really missed the early days of rom-coms and just how disgusting they were and how just fun they can also be at the same time. I feel like it's been a long time since I've seen a movie like this outside of the scope of Netflix. It really feels like Netflix has been targeting that demographic, and we see the same thing over and over and over again. Anyone But You was such a fun time. Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney, their performance, their chemistry on screen was so much fun. Now, usually as a wannabe filmmaker myself, I can kind of see the script played out on the screen. But here in this movie, the two leads, their chemistry, it is so organic, dynamic, fun to watch. I love how they play off of each other, the jokes, the banter. It's all just so charismatic. The relatability in this movie can mix and waver, but then again, aren't all movies like that? Aquaman 2, I am looking at you. I do have to switch hats real quick, just because Glenn Powell was in Top Gun Maverick as Hangman, and I loved his character arc in that movie. And so seeing him in this movie, the lead, I was very genuinely excited to see that happen. He was such a cool character, and to see him in now a movie like this, and to see his acting chops just kind of shift from one type of movie to another, it was incredible. But focusing more a bit on Glenn Powell as the character Ben, I found him so super duper relatable. He was a very scared individual. He didn't know how to react to certain situations. And at the beginning of this movie, there is a situation that he has to react to with the culture of his brother, his best friend. And you really can't fault him for what he says during that situation. He's kind of the dumbass character, but he's also kind of adorable. And not to mention the beautiful, talented, charismatic Sydney Sweeney playing the character of Bee. I felt genuinely attached to this character. She was so fun. Both her and the character of Ben, they felt like actual people. They had backstories. They yearned after things, and they couldn't have those things, and they were complicated. They were complex. But watching them in this environment, bouncing off one another, was so entertaining that I just couldn't take my eyes off the screen. But bouncing back to relatability, yeah, I'm never gonna find myself in this kind of situation. I'm never ever gonna be the guy with the, as they quote it, 10-pack in a movie. So a lot of these character traits, while they do really mesh well with me, seeing it visually, I also just kind of get taken out of the film at times. They just seem like genuine normal people, and I do feel like that does help emphasize the movie in terms of the relatability. The comedy here was so much fun.
Permission to put my left hand on your right buttock.
Granted. Not a magic lamp.
With these rom-com movies, especially the early to mid 2000s, it's just very cringy. But here, and also with Jennifer Lawrence's movie, No Hard Feelings, they just feel so on point. They feel raw. They feel energized by the charisma that these actors are bringing forth to the screen. I just really enjoyed a lot of the humor in this movie. And something I don't really talk about in much of my reviews would be nudity on screen, because yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable. It was both raunchy, but also kind of tasteful. I was very confused by how well those two kind of meshed together. I never felt uncomfortable. Again, it felt more tasteful, and so I never really felt like it was unnecessary. Nudity has been a part of the art form for many generations. You can go to an art class, people will draw nude bodies, and that's just a pretty normal thing. I think we as Americans need to stop looking at nudity and the human body under a certain light, under certain conditions, because at the end of the day, it's the human body, its expression, and it's an art form. Personally, I don't think a lot of people are gonna find this movie to be that fascinating. I think a lot of people are gonna skip over this movie, in fact, because it isn't a Netflix release. People actually have to go to the movies to pay and go and watch this. Genuinely, I had a lot of fun with this movie, and I think if you are interested in the rom-com genre, that this movie is not worth skipping out on. I would say go check this out at the movie theaters, take your significant others. When I was there, I saw lots of couples just enjoying it and laughing. In terms of a rom-com, I would give this movie a 9 out of 10. However, with my own personal biases, I would have to give it a solid 7 out of 10. Definitely a passable movie for me. Thank you guys so much for watching my review on Anyone But You. I hope you guys enjoyed this movie, and if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like, as it does help out a lot. And if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, catch up on some more movie reviews, be sure to do so. Otherwise, my name is Austin, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. I don't know why I said it like that.